You didn't choose that. One item on the list. 5 bags at checkout. You tell yourself it was a good deal. A spontaneous treat. Your choice. It wasn't. Every single detail around you, the color, the light, the music, the placement, was engineered to make you reach for that item before your rational brain could say no. Impulse buying is not a personality flaw. It is a designed outcome. Today we are going to dismantle one mechanism, the hidden cue system baked into advertising and retail design, and show you exactly how it hijacks your decision-making. Let's start with the moment before you even see a product. Before you read a single price tag, your nervous system has already been primed. By smell, by temperature, by sound. Researchers studying retail atmospherics, the academic term for the deliberate design of a store's sensory environment, have documented that slow-tempo background music in grocery stores leads shoppers to spend more time and, in many studied cases, more money. Ronald Milliman's work, published in the Journal of Marketing in 1982 and replicated since, showed this effect in a supermarket context. The music did not change what people wanted. It changed how long they stayed in a state where buying felt easy. That is the first move. Create an emotional state before the product appears. Lower your guard. Slow your pace. Make the environment feel safe and pleasant. Then the product enters. And color does something your brain cannot consciously override. Red is the most studied color in consumer psychology. In many advertising contexts, particularly in fast food, retail sales signage, and clearance promotions, red is used specifically to trigger urgency. Why does red do this? Researchers in color psychology, including work reviewed by Andrew Elliott at the University of Rochester, link red to heightened arousal and approach motivation, meaning your brain shifts into a state of wanting to act, not deliberate. Deliberation is the enemy of the impulse purchase. The moment you stop and think, do I actually need this? The sale is at risk. So the design goal is to keep you in motion. Red is not the only lever. Yellow activates attention. Orange in many fast food and snack brand contexts has been associated with appetite stimulation and approachability. Blue tends to slow urgency, which is why you see it less on sale tags and more on bank logos and insurance brands. These are not decorating choices. They are behavioral levers, and they were chosen for you before you arrived. Move 2. Placement. Where a product sits in the physical or digital space is not random. In many large-format retail stores, the most profitable items, not the most useful ones, are positioned at eye level. Eye level shelving is paid for. In many grocery and consumer packaged goods contexts, brands pay a premium, called a slotting fee, to secure those positions. The shelf is not organized by logic. It is organized by who paid more. In digital advertising, the equivalent is above the fold placement, the part of a web page or app screen visible before you scroll. Studies in eye-tracking research consistently show that users fixate most on the top left region of a screen first, following what researchers call an F pattern of visual scanning. Advertisers know this. The most expensive digital ad real estate on many platforms is not the biggest banner. It is the position your eye lands on before you have decided to look. Here is the part most people never see coming, the emotional shortcut. Your brain processes images roughly 60,000 times faster than text. Ads that lead with an emotionally resonant image, a laughing family, a sun-drenched beach, a close-up of melting chocolate, trigger a feeling before your verbal reasoning system has even loaded. Affective priming works like this. The emotion comes first. The justification, oh, it's a good deal, I deserve it, I'll use it, comes second. And it comes after the decision has already been made. Antonio Damasio's research on emotion and decision-making, specifically his somatic marker hypothesis, demonstrated that humans do not make decisions with pure logic. Emotion is not noise in the system. It is the system. Ads are built on this. Think about what this means for a 30-second ad. The product is shown for maybe 8 seconds. The rest of the time is spent building a feeling, a mood, an identity. The product is almost incidental. What you are being sold is a version of yourself that owns the product. 11 p.m. Phone in hand, lying in bed, just scrolling, not shopping, not even thinking about shopping. Then an ad appears. It is not obviously an ad at first. It looks like content, Someone you vaguely recognize is using a product that looks genuinely useful. There is soft music, warm lighting. It feels like a recommendation from a friend. Native advertising, ads designed to match the form and feel of the platform they appear on. On social media feeds, in many cases, the visual language of a sponsored post is deliberately indistinguishable from organic content. Guard down because you are relaxed. Critical filter off because it is late. Emotional system fully online. And the ad was designed for exactly this moment. You tap. You add to cart. You tell yourself you will think about it tomorrow. But the checkout is designed so that tomorrow never comes. Scarcity cues. Countdown timers. Only 3 left. Offer ends in 12 minutes. These are urgency triggers, a mechanism rooted in what behavioral economists call loss aversion. Loss aversion, the principle that losing something feels roughly twice as painful as gaining the same thing feels good, was documented by Daniel Kahneman and Amos Tversky in their work on prospect theory. Urgency cues flip the frame. You are no longer gaining a product. You are about to lose the opportunity. That shift in framing is enough to override your deliberation. You stop asking, do I want this, and start asking, can I afford to miss this? Those are very different questions. In many e-commerce platforms, scarcity indicators are sometimes displayed even when stock levels do not actually justify them. Research into dark patterns in online retail has documented this. It is not always a real countdown. It is a behavioral trigger wearing the costume of information. Pull back and look at the full architecture. Sensory priming sets your emotional state. Color and placement direct your attention before you consciously choose where to look. Affective priming delivers a feeling before a fact. And urgency cues force a decision before reflection can arrive. Every single layer is timed to land before your prefrontal cortex, the part of your brain responsible for deliberate decision-making, has a chance to weigh in. Here is the twist that most people miss. None of this works because you are weak or gullible. It works because you are human. Your brain is built for fast, feeling-based decisions in environments where slow deliberation would cost you. Advertisers did not break your brain. They studied it. They found the shortcuts. And they built their systems on top of those shortcuts. The mechanism is not a bug in you. It is a feature being exploited. If you found that useful, subscribe. Every video on this channel takes one system designed to control your behavior and shows you exactly how it works. That knowledge is the only real defense. So what do you actually do with this? Awareness is the first step, but it is not enough on its own. The mechanism still fires even when you know about it. That is how deep it runs. What changes is your response window. When you recognize the trigger, that spike of urgency, that warm feeling, that only 2 left, you now have a name for it. And naming it creates a tiny gap between the stimulus and the action. Behavioral researchers refer to this as implementation intention, the practice of pre-deciding your response to a specific cue. If I feel urgency while shopping online, I will wait 24 hours. That one rule, applied consistently, is enough to sidestep the mechanism in many cases. Second tool, friction. The impulse purchase system is designed for zero friction. One tap, saved card, instant checkout. Reverse engineer it. Delete saved payment details. Add items to a wish list instead of a cart. Put one step between the feeling and the purchase. One step is often enough. Research on checkout friction in e-commerce consistently shows that even small additional steps, a confirmation page, a mandatory pause, reduce impulse completion rates. The system needs momentum. You can break it. Third tool, environment auditing. Walk into a store with a list, not a mental list, a written one. Research on shopping lists and purchase deviation, studied in consumer behavior literature, shows that shoppers with a written list deviate into unplanned purchases significantly less often than those without one. The list is not about discipline. It is about pre-committing your prefrontal cortex before the sensory priming starts. You arrive with a decision already made. The environment has less to work with. Back to where we started. 1 item on the list. 5 bags at the door. Every queue in that store had a job. The slow music. The red tags at eye level. The warm lighting. The scarcity signs. Each one timed to land before your reasoning could catch up. You did not fail. You were targeted. There is a difference, and the difference is what you do next time. Next, how slot machines were reverse engineered into the apps on your phone, and why the mechanism is almost identical to what you just learned. Subscribe. Every video exposes one more system designed to control you. Takes 2 seconds, saves you from a lot.